And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty push.
What's going on? This is your boy HGaming back at it again with another Digimon video. Today we got 9th place in the Digimon Bandai tournament hosted by TAK Games. I believe there's I've heard different things. There's 140 to 182 players. So those are the two numbers I heard. Don't know which is quite accurate. I'll lowball it and say 140. We got 9th place today. This is the best I've ever done in a tournament. You see on my channel I have all these 8th, 9th, 10th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like all these different placings, but all of those ones are mostly lower tournaments. The only other tournament that I've played in that was this level was the first official Bandai tournament. The other ones for 1.5 I wasn't able to play in due to prior commitments, but I was able to play in this one. And the first one was before I even did the YouTube stuff, so there's nothing of that on there. So yeah, this is the first one documented that I've done, and I got 9th place. I was at table 1 almost all day. I didn't take my L's until later in the day, but we'll go over that in a minute. To start off, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the subscriptions and all that. We hit the 200 subs, so as you guys know, if you've seen my previous video, we're giving both of these away, sealed in box, pack still in it. All you have to do is watch my previous video, and you'll see all the entry and all that stuff for that. Also, the whole thing was streamed live on Twitch today at twitch.tv/TruePainGaming, scrolling across your screen now, or while I was saying that. And yeah, so, shit, before I go into the deck profile, I'm just gonna hop right into it. The losses we took today were, we only lost twice. We lost in round 6 and round 7. Round 6 was in the mirror match against Diego Rodriguez. Huge shout out to Diego, really great player. I believe he said he's from Puerto Rico, so that was really cool seeing him. We talked a lot. He was the opponent I talked to most. We talked for like 20 minutes after our games just about green and like talking about this build and like future builds of green, because as you guys know I love green. And then round 7, I played against True Champion Steven. Huge shout out to him. I believe he got 5th or 6th with Shine, so that was the second Shine I played during the day. So yeah, I lost to him. Round one I actually opened like crazy. I had like he played through 4 Ceresmons, like super. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know who TCS is. Huge shout out to him, man. Congrats, played through 4 Ceresmon. That's super huge. And then at that time it was about like 6 something, and I had a prior commitment at 6. So game 2 we played a little bit, and then I just scooped it up. And then I had to go to my club, my university club that was meeting, that I was late to. But unfortunately we didn't get played out all the way. But yeah, huge shout out to TCS. This is the first time we've actually played in like a tournament. We played in the same tournaments before, but we just never got matched up. So yeah, huge shout out to him, and congrats to everybody I played today. Really good games all around. So let's hop right in with the eggs. We got 1 Minomon. So a lot of people, this is really in depth. I'm sure you guys have already seen my list floating around, but I just want to give you the reasons. So the 1 Minomon, a lot of people are playing 4 of this, and I don't know. I really don't know. 4 of this is good. I wouldn't blame you for playing 1 Minomon, and then the other one's 4 Argamon. I wouldn't blame you for playing either 4 or 1. Honestly, I think you play both of these. I think these are the 2 eggs you play. I just don't know what ratio. Today for me the Argamon clutched up quite a bit, so I'm actually really happy with the 4. I might play 4 Minomon though after the ban list. I really don't know, but this is really strong in the mirror to let you swing over the Cereses. But yeah, I really don't know. This also clutched up though and let me rookie rush a few times when I had dead hands, like mid to late game, because I could unsuspend with this to get like basically another rookie on board. So yeah, the 4 Argamon, 1 Minomon. Yeah, more to say about Minomon than Argamon. Argamon's good, but I don't know. That one memory comes up a few times, but when it did come up, it won me the game. So yeah, that's it for our rookies. On to our only 2 non-Digimon cards, and that's 2 HPD. A lot of people are playing 3. I think 2 is fine because I only want to see this with Bancho or Mega Gargo. And most of the time, I don't really mind paying the cost for Mega Gargo or Bancho because I have the deck turbos so hard. My board is usually really huge, so having these guys right here like was good, but also playing the Digimon themselves were also just perfectly fine because if I had one of these to go into it, I would have just passed my opponent to 3 every time. Like a lot of the times. So 2 of this I think is fine. Honestly, the ban list hurts every other green deck infinitely more than this deck by hitting HPD. I get why they did it, just to future proof mostly, because like HGamon's a card. So HPD kind of has to go, but I almost played it out 1 for the tourney anyways. But in testing, I said no. I really want to make sure when I see Bancho, I see this card too. So I'm playing 2 HPD for that reason. Onto our 6s. Yeah, this is all of them. So we start off with 2 Bancho. Bancho's clutch as fuck. Bancho wins like the mirror. He wins like every deck that plays 12k. This card wins you that game. Swing of Piercing, 3 checks, 16k, cool. Nothing in your deck can stop it. Good luck, have fun. Gaia Force, maybe. Kukaitis, maybe, but nobody plays Kukaitis, so. This card, super clutch. Also, just the 9k Piercing is also very good. I think Diego and I had a long conversation about this on stream. A lot of people sleep on just dropping this card, okay? Because if you drop this card, your opponent is now like shit. Like, if your opponent doesn't have the 12k on board, you drop this. And if you can, you swing over something and you pierce. But if you can't, you drop this, and this is actually very threatening. Your opponent now is forced to out this before they can even play their big dudes. Because if they play their big dudes while they have this, they're just saying, okay, please kill me. So this card really changes how your opponent has to play. And against Diego, we were talking like, yeah, if I had dropped my Bancho instead of my Ceresmon, I probably would have had it because he would not have been able to play his Ceresmon effectively. Again, this card's super, super good. This is another card similar to me, like Puppetmon. Like, why is this card such a low rarity? It's literally a common. But Bancho, incredible. This is my favorite card to HPD. Because you HPD into the Bancho and then you just swing. And it's just so free. Next we play Mega Gargo. I'm actually going to cut this when the ban list goes. I'm probably going to play the other HGamon. Because this card only feels good with HPD to me. Most of the times I've had to drop this, I've either had to put my opponent at to 4 or 3, or I HPD'd into it. Every time I HPD'd into it, it felt disgusting. Like, it felt so good. But when I didn't, I was like, ugh, this card's bad. The 11k, it's just gonna get steamrolled in this meta. I don't know. For this tournament, it was good because I had the HPDs. In the future, this card I don't think would be played. But he's just a pseudo puppet. You get to tap something down, and 90% of the games I'm going to tap down whatever I'm going to swing over with the Ceres or the Bancho. And then he'll just swing for 2 checks. So, yeah. He's really good. In a perfect world where HPD was at 4, and I could play another copy of Bancho, and not brick, like play 4 HPD, and then another Bancho, like this would be such a good package. But because this is getting hit, and then obviously bricking happens, I don't want to play that. And then round off the deck for Ceresmon. This card's super strong, super degenerate. It literally turns all of your Digisorption cards into free flower cannons, which is a disgusting mechanic, and chat and I were looking into it today. I thought there was more Digisorption cards to replace the HGamon, but I guess there's not. So the only Digisorption card that's coming out between now and the foreseeable future is the HGamon level 6 and set 5. Which just is Puppetmon on Tamers, which is pretty cool, but not that crazy, in my opinion. So we'll see how well this card ages with time. It really depends if Bandai says fuck it and prints more Digisorption cards. The minute they say, okay, we're going to print some more level 5 Digisorption cards, this card gets nuts again. So as long as that exists, as long as Digisorption as a mechanic is playable, this card will be nuts. And I really like Ceresmon Green. So that is it for our 6s. On to our 5s. So the 5s are weird. We're actually playing less 5s than we are 6s. And this is because in testing... So the only thing I would change about how it was all day is this. Is my 5s. I think I would want to run one more 5. So we're running 4 Blossomon. Blossomon is just a generic... 4 Blossomon is just a generic Digizorber. And like I said, Ceresmon turns every single Digisorption card into a flower cannon for free. So we really don't care about any effects other than the Digisorption. This card can say when it swings -2 memory, and it'd be fucking crazy still. Just because you're getting that flower cannons off, and then you'll just go into something else. This card can say when you play it, you lose a security or something. I would still play 4 copies of this card. The 7K, actually, in my opinion, this card is. I like this card more than Argamon, because Argamon can be swung over by a Vegemon with an Agumon. And that is super, super important. A Gorillamon with, like, any buff. A Dark Tyranno with an Agumon. Like, all these cards that could just swing over this card really annoy the fuck out of me. I mean, over Argamon, annoy the fuck out of me. So Blossomon being a 7K is actually super, super relevant and super strong. For Argamon, again, this card's really, really strong. The 6K sucks, the 8K, the 8 drop sucks, but the Digisorption, Flower Cannon for free. This one has an inheritable too, which lets you play level 3 suspended for free from your hand when attacking, which is very good, and that's why this card got hit. I really fucking wish this card was also just a vanilla, because if this card was a vanilla, it would not be hit, and this deck would be so good forever. Because this card getting hit is what hurts the deck. They could fucking ban HPD, and I would still play this deck. Slightly different, but I'd still play it if this card was at 4, because just Digisorption is what matters. So this is our level 5 package. I think what I would change is I'd run maybe 1 to 2 Ceresmon, which I was playing in testing, but I wasn't later because I wasn't running the cherries later because I didn't want to pay costs for my level 5s because Ceresmon's 2. But I mean, we saw these guys enough because we're Digisorbing so much and drawing so many cards. So we saw them enough, but like the 1 to 2 blockers would have helped, because you guys will see I play no blockers. So that's it for our level 5s. On to our 4s. We play a lot of 4s. We play 13 4s, I believe. So to start off, we play 4 Stingmon. This is a questionable option people have been questioning me on. They say, why don't you play Gargamon instead of the Stingmon? The reason I play Stingmon, don't click away from the video. The reason I play Stingmon over Gargamon is because of the 5k DP. This takes an extra card to be committed from Shine to rest to kill, whereas Gargamon, they just have to rest 1 tamer to kill it, and I really, really hate that. Also, Alter S as 5k or below, so this would still die to Alter S, but it's not as bad. It's mostly just to play against Shine, which I expected a lot of Shine and Alter S going in here, because before I played, so 4 Kabuterimon, it was 4 Kabuterimon, 2 Sting, 2 Woodmon. No, 4 Kabuterimon, 2 Garga, 2 Wood. That's what I played before, and I just was not liking it. So the 4 Kabuterimon, same inheritable effect as Gargamon, where you get to get the 1k DP for every rested. This helps you swing over things, which is very important in this deck. In a world where people weren't playing Shine, I would play 4 Gargo, but while Shine exists, I just cannot play 4 Gargo. Just because I'm not... I want you to get the least value out of your Shine possible. This deck already has a pretty decent matchup against Shine, because you can build a board so fast that, like, by the time they have a Shine, they probably only have 1 or 2 tamers. And how you beat Shine is you just swing all at once. You build a board and swing all at once, so it doesn't matter. And this deck's very, very good at doing that. Next, we play 4 Vegemon. Again, same reason I'm playing these guys for the 6k DP, but this one doesn't die to Alter S. So yeah, the Vegemon. Also, the 4-drop also is very, very good if you brick and you don't have a rookie. You can just drop Veggie and it doesn't feel that bad. And then the last one we play is 1 Argamon. So the reason we play only 1 of the level 4 is because the level 4s are more early game. So most of the time, if you have to Digivolve into a 4, you're going to be paying the cost for this. However, post ban list, I think this will be a 4 of, because we need the Digisorption targets. And we might just play a fuck ton of level 4s and go super low end. But we'll see how that works. And then the rest is rookies. We play 16 rookies, I believe. Starting off, 4 Agumon. 4 Agumon. The Agumon gives the 1k DP to swing over things. 4 Terriermon. This card wins games against blue. I played against blue Imperial today. His first security was a Hammer Spark, but I had this on board, so it didn't go off, and I just snowballed from there. And then he wasn't able to play his Hammer Sparks or gain his memories, so that was very nice. Then we're playing 8 vanillas. We're playing 2 Gobbly, 2 Argo. This card's nuts because you go first, Digivolve, play this, put your opponent to 2. Or if you go second, you Digivolve, play this, put your opponent to 2. You'll always have one of these guys in your opening hand, and that is what I love about it. Also, the 3k DP means if you brick really fucking hard, you still have the Rookie Rush. So originally we were just playing the 8. Oh, I'm playing 20. No, I'm playing 18. Yeah, so because that's 6. No wait, 8. Yeah, 16. Okay, yeah. So I was playing 18 rookies. The reason we go and the last 2 are the Wormmon. I put the Wormmon in because there's literally nothing better in my opinion. If there was another vanilla, I would have put another vanilla in, but there's not. But the Wormmon, if you have to Rookie Rush, you tap him, you swing with him, he dies, and you get a search to kind of unbrick you, which is a reason I like Wormmon. I'll probably bump this up to 4 when the ban list hits, so we can search for our 5s. Because he searches a 3 or 5 on deletion. Also, Digizorming Wormmon feels really good, because usually whatever you Digizorb, your opponent's going to try and swing at to slow you down. But if you Digizorb the Wormmon, they're like, damn, do I really want to swing at that and give him value? So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. 9th place. Super stoked. I know this is a long video, but I'm just really excited, guys. Super happy to everybody I played today. So yeah, don't forget to check out my Twitch, enter the giveaway that just happened, and like and subscribe this video. See you guys later.